I've wanted to make this review for a while. The Giggle is one of those Doctor Who episodes that seems to divide fans. Personally, I enjoyed it. I think the Toymaker is a fantastic antagonist, and I absolutely love the introduction of the 15th Doctor. So today I thought it'd be fun to talk about the Target novelization written by one of the greatest Doctor Who writers, James Goss. I'll try my best not to spoil anything major from the book because I think this might be one of the greatest Target novelizations. If you're not familiar with the Target novels, they essentially adapt Doctor Who stories into book form. A lot of them follow the original episodes pretty closely, expanding on certain scenes and giving us more insight into the characters. But the Giggle does something a little different. Most of the story is told from the perspective of the Toymaker, and this gives James Goss the opportunity to do some really interesting things with the format of the book. The Toymaker essentially takes over as the author. You can see how much he loves playing games, manipulating people, and fooling everyone around him. The entire story is treated almost like a game, with each character making a move while the Toymaker watches and comments on what they're doing. And I absolutely love it. The Toymaker's narration is probably my favorite part of the book. He constantly plays around with the characters, taunting them and commenting on the decisions they make. It makes them feel much more powerful and almost godlike. He's not simply fighting these characters, he's getting inside their head, looking into their hearts and minds, and then using what he discovers to torment them. It really emphasizes just how much of a chaotic and powerful force the Toymaker is. And there are so many little details throughout the novel that I really enjoyed. There's a fantastic scene where Kate meets the Doctor for the first time, which is something I've always wondered about. The novel gives us the chance to actually explore that meeting, and there are plenty of other moments like this that expand on the original episode. The book is just packed with these little details that make the story feel richer. James Goss is also fantastic at handling big and strange concepts, and the Giggle is the perfect story for him. The Toymaker is allowed to break the fourth wall, talk about how great of a player he is, and generally cause absolute chaos within the book itself. At one point, he even kidnaps the author and takes control of the story. And then you have moments where he's arguing about things like singing the Spice Girls theme, which is ridiculous but also really funny. And honestly, that's exactly why I love it. It feels completely appropriate for the Toymaker. This is a character who should be theatrical, unpredictable, playful, and completely over the top. And James Goss understands that perfectly. I also think the novel gives the other characters more room to breathe. There are little moments and interactions that the television episodes simply didn't have time to explore, and I really enjoyed seeing those expanded upon. So if you didn't actually like the Giggle, I would actually recommend giving this novel a chance. It adds so many fun details to the story, expands on the characters, and gives the Toymaker much more room to be wonderfully chaotic. And if you already like the Giggle, then I think this is an easy recommendation. It's a really fun experience, and I think it's a great example of what a Target novelization can do when it isn't afraid to take the original story and do something different with it.